Again, the subclavian artery, this is the subclavian vein. This is the internal jugular vein, external jugular vein. This right here is the thyrocervical trunk. Again, a common mistake that people make is that they get these two confused with each other. They're not the same thing. This right here is going to be the external jugular vein. This is the thyrocervical trunk. This is the internal jugular vein, external jugular vein. This is the common carotid artery. Okay, remember the external and internal carotid are going to be split up here a little bit more superior. Okay, these vessels right back here, these smaller vessels that we see right here, are going to be the subclavian artery and subclavian vein.
When you get a chance, can you just comment?
Yeah, is it an emergency or no?
What?
Is it an emergency or no? Okay, I will. This is the internal, the vertebral artery and vein. Okay, vertebral artery is going to take blood up. And if you remember from this model, right in here, we had the vertebral artery, right? Okay, they don't show you a vertebral vein in here, but there should be a vertebral vein. Okay, the vertebral artery goes up. It goes up through the transverse foramen and then eventually through the foramen magnum, right? We've seen that already. Well, if we look right here on this model, we can see that on this model, this is, remember this from Anatomy 1? Mm-hmm. This is the vertebral artery that's bringing blood up to the brain, which eventually goes to the foramen magnum. This is the transverse foramen, vertebral artery. This vein right here, what vein do you think it is? Vertebral vein. Vertebral vein. Makes sense, right? Vertebral artery, vertebral vein. Okay? So that explains to you vertebral artery, vertebral vein. The vertebral vein is eventually, just like we have here, the vertebral vein is eventually going back into this vein right here, which is the what? Subclavian. And then subclavian, brachiocephalic, brachiocephalic, superior vena cava, right atrium. Okay? So that's the orientation of that. So again, the more you piece this stuff together, the more it really starts to make sense and come together and glue together.